Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Breakfast All Day. So fantastic to see you. So much going on this week. If you have not already subscribed, please do so. What are you waiting for? And hit that bell button so that when new stuff comes in, you get it first. You'll know all about it. Ding, ding, ding. I'm Christy. With me today, I'm so happy to have my great friend, Katie Walsh, back from Tribune News Agency. Hello, Katie.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. And our second movie of the day, yikes, it's Moonfall. It is literally about the moon falling into Earth. I wish it were a metaphor for our collective existential dread, but no, it's really about the moon falling into Earth. Katie, take it away.
Yeah, so what is there to say about Moonfall? The moon does fall, if you were wondering. My theory is that Roland Emmerich saw the Endeavour shuttle driving through LA like 10 years ago when they were taking it to the Natural History Museum. He got super stoned. He went down a crazy conspiracy theory rabbit hole on Reddit, and then he emerged with the script for Moonfall. He also watched a lot of episodes of Ancient Aliens. So we've got Ancient Aliens, we've got conspiracy theories, we've got the Endeavour driving through LA. I mean, it is basically the story of a, what do you want to call him? A failed astronaut,
disgraced astronaut.
Astronaut
Yes.
who went to the moon 12 years prior to this event, saw something crazy happening on the moon, came back, told everyone about it. He was disgraced. He was shamed. This is Patrick Wilson, by the way.
Mhm.
And now the thing that happened on the moon is causing the moon to come out of orbit and then come into contact with the Earth. And so it's this like combination of like Roland Emmerich style, like throwing elements of weather at people.
He is, of course, the director of The Day After Tomorrow in 2012
Right.
and Independence Day.
So he's like, okay, so the moon is coming towards Earth. So it's like there's floods and volcanoes and earthquakes and trees falling and like pieces of the moon are like crashing into the Earth. And then so of course Patrick Wilson and Halle Berry have to fly to the moon and fix it. They have to knock on it and say, is this thing on?
In the aforementioned Endeavor, which they just
Right.
start like it's a used car.
I know. They're like, juice it.
Yeah. So my thing with this is that it looked incredibly stupid, and it is, but
Right.
it's also perhaps not stupid enough.
Yeah,
Like,
I wish
it's
it was
not
like
fun enough.
I wish it had a little bit more pep in its step. Like it has a couple of those like real corkers of stupid lines of dialogue, but I'm like, we need more of this.
Yeah.
And we need more energy. Like Halle Berry, I'm so sorry. She is sleepwalking in this
Yeah.
in this. She's not she's just collecting a check.
Like, she's not down for how crazy this should be. Although she is part of the one exchange that made my whole theater laugh out loud. I don't know if this happened with yours, where she's trying to talk Patrick Wilson into joining her on this mission to go to the moon. And he's like, I've got a lot of stuff going on here on Earth. And she's like, what's more important than fixing the moon or whatever?
Right.
I mean, so there is that, but yet no one is camping this up like this should be. It's like a straight up disaster movie for the first half. And then the second half becomes something entirely different and insane. And I don't want to say what it is, but like the moon is not on our side. We thought it was. There's shit going on at the moon we're not ready for. John Bradley is the British conspiracy theorist who has been tracking the orbital fluctuations and no one believes him. And like Donald Sutherland's in this for all of
For
2 seconds.
2 minutes. And also, listen, Christy, it could have been worse. Josh Gad was supposed to play the John Bradley character.
I can see that.
Totally. And it feels like a Josh Gad role, but John Bradley's really great in this. I enjoyed him, but everyone else is kind of like on autopilot. And it just, I do wish there were a little bit more fun and winking and knowing and more craziness, but it's a little bit dull and it's too long.
It is all of 2 hours long. That is true. But
It's 2 hours and 10 minutes.
But it takes time for like giant 18-wheelers to come flying at you because the Earth's gravitational pull has been altered.
I know. And like by the end, it does take this really crazy, almost like spiritual tack. And I was like, it was just baffling. Also, this movie, it's like, what if a movie was all exposition? Like the entire time they're just explaining the moon's orbit, the things that are going on with the moon. It's not the moon. And and they're just it's just exposition as we're exposition after exposition where I was just like, am I supposed to be understanding this? Like, am I supposed to be following this?
See, that's the thing, is that they explain it over and over again, and yet it's totally confusing.
Right.
Like I felt like I was going to be quizzed on it afterward, and I was panicking in a cold sweat, like, wait, what's going on inside the moon now? Like, who did what now? It's very confusing. Massive information dumps, though, over and over again.
I really wish this was like, I know everyone's super excited to see it and be like,
Same.
whoa, what's going on? Like, this is hilarious. And it might be more fun with like more of a full audience. I only had like 10 people in my audience, but it wasn't as crazy hilarious as it could have been.
I agree. Also, I thought it looked like crap. It looks really dingy and dark.
Yeah. And I was like watching it being like, is this a real movie? I was literally sitting there watching it being like, is this a real movie? Because it does not look, it's like everybody in front of a green screen. It looks, there's no weight or texture or context or anything. It's like, it's just digital backgrounds and everyone kind of sleepwalking through it. And I'm like, this feels like a parody film that would be in another movie or another show. Like, I'm like, this feels like a prank that got out of hand.
Like in the satire about Hollywood, this is the fake sci-fi disaster movie that somebody pitches that is a piece of shit that gets made anyway.
Yeah, that Vinny Chase is in.
Yeah,
Entourage.
This is the long-awaited Entourage sci-fi extravaganza.
Yes. So, I really wish it was more fun, but Moonfall is you got to see it to believe it.
Or not. What is your number?
4.5.
That feels generous. I'm saying 2. So our number's at 3.3. I'm with you. I wanted to laugh at how stupid it is. And it's not stupid enough, but it's in theaters. Maybe your theater will be a blast. Maybe you'll have a glass of wine beforehand and feel a little loose and giggly.
Yeah.
So I saw it like at 2:00 in the afternoon on a Wednesday.
Right. Exactly.
You guys are great. Thanks so much for watching. Katie, it's so fantastic to have you here as always. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me as always.
Love seeing you. And don't forget to subscribe again and hit that bell so you can see more videos like this. Follow us on all of our social media thingies at Be Fast All Day. We're on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Our Patreon for some extra goodies is patreon.com/Be Fast All Day. We're doing The Gilded Age. We're doing the first 3 episodes of Pam and Tommy. Whew. Speaking of a whole lot of penis, Pam and Tommy. Good Lord. We're doing Peacemaker and we're doing Book of Boba Fett, which was really good this week. So find us in all the places. Thanks for listening and subscribing and hanging out with us. And we will see you. Oh, we're going to see you on Tuesday, actually. We have a special episode on Tuesday for Oscar nominations. So so come back on Tuesday and Alonzo and I are going to break it down. And Glenn Whipp might join us from the LA Times or not. But thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll see you real soon. Bye.
Bye.